Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer. And I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has said the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. In doing the puja, we are connecting with some of these light beings, and we are inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. And also for doing the puja, I have a little container of water, a bell, a raisin, a lit tea light, and an incense stick, as well as a bowl of fresh flower petals. I start the puja with the water. I take a few drops of water, sprinkle them on all four sides of the blackboard chart to symbolically purify the space for the puja. I put a few drops of water on top of my own head, and I send a few drops of water out into space, symbolically towards all of you, so that whether you're watching this live or later on a replay, everyone is purified going into the puja. I start with invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. I ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of the participants, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask Ganesha to remove obstacles for all of us, now and always, and I thank him for his help with this. Now, I do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now we honor the time Shaktis, or the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with honoring the planet ruling the day. Today is Wednesday, which is ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury on the blackboard chart. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that gives blessings for prosperity and music and good reputation. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. At the moment in my area, it is the 15th waxing moon, which is the full moon, called Purnima in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Purnima Devye Namaha. Om Purnima Devye Namaha. Om Purnima Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet ruling the hour, and in my local area, this is the moon. I put more flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the karana time elements. At the moment in my area, the yoga is one called Atiganda, which has energies of danger. Atiganda, Atiganda, Atiganda. And the karana that's active right now is one called Vishti, which has energies that can be inefficient. Vishti, Vishti, Vishti. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment, and we look for the sign that is the ascendant sign, represented here with the letters AC. This is the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area. This is Simha, or Leo. Dr. Pillai said we start with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign, and Leo is ruled by the sun. So I start with putting flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, stopping in each sign that has one or more planets in it. Today in Leo is the Sun and Mercury retrograde. We start with honoring the Sun for being in Leo. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Right now, the sun is in a star called Magha, a star that can give blessings for confidence and high self-esteem. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Magha's star is ruled by the Petries, ancestors who have moved on into higher planes of light and can send us their blessings. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Petrisye Namaha. Om Petrisye Namaha. Om Petrisye Namaha. Magha's star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury for being in Leo. He is retrograde, extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Mercury is in a star called Purva Palguni, a star that gives blessings for relationship and also for rest and relaxation. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Purva Palguni star is ruled by Bhagya, an archetype who can give blessings for good fortune. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Purva Palguni star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Simha or Leo, a zodiac sign that can give blessings for leadership and power. Today containing the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet important for our health and our self-esteem. And Mercury, planet of communication, planet of business, planet of electronics and computers, planet that can help us with our sense of humor. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign, going in a clockwise direction around the chart, that has a planet in it is Kanya or Virgo, which today contains Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Uttara Palguni. This is also a star for relationship and also a star for helping us with keeping our word. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Uttara Palgunaye Namaha. Om Uttara Palgunaye Namaha. Om Uttara Palgunaye Namaha. Uttara Palguni star is ruled by Aryaman, archetype who rules contracts, honor, integrity. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Aryamanye Namaha. Om Aryamanye Namaha. Om Aryamanye Namaha. Uttara Palguni star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Virgo, which is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kanya or Virgo, the most detail-oriented of all the zodiac signs, the most analytical, today containing Mars, planet of courage and willpower, planet that likes to take practical action to solve problems. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Chitra, a star that can give blessings for creativity and craftsmanship. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Twashtar, archetype who is a divine master craftsman. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Om Twashtarye Namaha. Chitra star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that can give blessings for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttara Ashadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Ashadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Ashadaye Namaha. Uttara Ashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. It is said that the Visvadevas fight only the big battles of the universe. They get involved only for really big causes. And it is said it is their teamwork that brings the victory. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttara Ashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains the moon and also Saturn, who is retrograde. We start with honoring the moon. The moon is a full moon right now, and it's said that he's at the point in his orbit where he becomes closer to the earth than he normally does. So it's a very bright, very full moon, very powerful moon today. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that gives blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor Saturn for being in Aquarius. Again, he is retrograde, extra powerful. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satabisha, a star that can give blessings for healing and also for interest in esoteric subjects. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Satabisha star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. Saturn is also said to be at a closer point to the Earth in his orbit right now as well. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha, or Aquarius, the most humanitarian of all the zodiac signs, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and Saturn, planet that helps us with organization, patience, compassion, structure, and a good work ethic. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena, or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, who is extra powerful because he's retrograde. I put flower petals on Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada, a star that Dr. Pillai says can bless us to help us towards enlightenment, charity, purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Purvabhadrapada star, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is also Jupiter. I put more flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help with our intuition and with understanding our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Mesha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Jupiter and Uranus, who is retrograde and extra powerful. We start with honoring Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for healing and for speed. I put the flower petals on Ashwini. I put the flower petals for Ashwini on Rahu. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumars, horse-headed twins who have so much healing energy. Their nickname is physicians to the gods. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Next, we honor Jupiter for being in Aries. I put flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Bharani, a star that has a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Bharani He Namaha. Om Bharani He Namaha. Om Bharani He Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus, who is retrograde, extra powerful. We honor him for being in Aries today. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in a star called Kritika, a star symbolized as a razor or a cutter, a star that gives blessings for truth. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by Agni, archetype associated with the fire element, and also an archetype who can give blessings for positive transformation and purification. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energy, today containing Rahu, a planet that can help us make friends with new technologies, and Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality, a planet that can help to expand wealth, and also a planet that helps with everything related to banking or legal matters. And Uranus, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can give creative abilities, success in life, and help us with astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The last zodiac sign in our circle around the zodiac right now that has a planet in it is Karkataka, or Cancer, which today contains Venus, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Aslesha, a star that gives blessings for mystical power. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Om Asleshaye Namaha. Aslesha's star is ruled by the Nagas, ancient light beings who know secrets about cycles of time and have great wisdom. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Nagasye Namaha. Om Nagasye Namaha. Om Nagasye Namaha. Aslesha's star is ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules the zodiac sign of Cancer, which is the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Karkataka, or Cancer, the most emotionally sensitive of all the zodiac signs, today containing Venus, planet of love and beauty and joy, planet that helps us to enjoy material plane comforts and also the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and also a sweet fragrance, and I circle this above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now, I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take a raisin, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle this above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. And later in the day, I will eat that raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking each one of them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us, and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we have time for a short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. I see Katie has posted in the chat a beautiful sharing. She says recently she had a vision of dancing Shiva. His ring of fire was surrounding the globe, and he was dancing in the center of the world. Beautiful. Shiva is an archetype of infinite intelligence and infinite compassion, and he is becoming more and more activated in our world at the moment, according to Dr. Pillai. So that's a beautiful sharing. Thank you so much, Katie, for sharing that. I really appreciate that very, very much. That's a beautiful omen for this full moon. This is a good thing to know that people are having visions like that. I really appreciate it. Okay, so today being a full moon day, full moons are always very, very good days for focusing on goddess energies, focusing on prosperity. Shiva can give both prosperity and enlightenment. Dr. Pillai has said the sounds for Lakshmi, Shrimbrazi, for money, for prosperity consciousness, for purification are good sounds to do today. He sometimes has suggested writing Shrimbrazi 1,008 times, doing it across the 3 days, the day before the full moon, the day of the full moon, the day after the full moon, spreading the writing of those 1,008 across that time, if you want to. So those are some suggestions about the full moon today. We ask the full moon to give blessings for everyone on this planet to have peace, prosperity, fulfillment. We thank the moon for help with all of that. All right. Not seeing any other questions in the chat today, so I'm going to go ahead and close out. I'll be here again tomorrow. Again, thank you to everyone who clicks on the like button and subscribes to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. Namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all.